Hello people, what's up? Welcome to the second edition of What's Up. We're now using this amazing method to record our videos. Yay! Yes, and you haven't heard wrong. We are back. Thanks for all that support you gave us. We're going to continue our news editions.
Okay, enough with the nonsense talk. Today we are going to talk about Biden, the Australian Open, Messi, and a lot more. But let's start with the Indonesia earthquake they have experienced recently.
Yes, let's jump into the news.
Recently in Indonesia's island of Sulawesi, a magnitude earthquake of 6.2 struck, leaving more than 100 people dead. It also destroyed houses, bridges, and roads. Thousands were left homeless and 800 injured, with around 400 critically injured.
People spent the night on the streets in fear of aftershocks and tsunamis. Cargo planes carrying supplies have landed, and volunteers have started rescue efforts to bring out survivors. At least 415 houses in Majin were damaged, and about 15,000 people were moved to shelter.
That is sad.
Yes, it is. We need to offer as much help to the Indonesians as we can.
Everyone knows that one of the most important days in American history is the swearing in of the new American president. It happens only once in 4 years.
And this year, Joseph R. Biden became the 46th American president. He succeeds Donald J. Trump. This inauguration made history as Biden was the oldest president ever to be inaugurated at 78 years old, while Vice President Kamala Harris also made history as the first Black, Indian American, and female vice president. Congratulations!
All presidents being sworn in needs a party. I mean, which president doesn't like a party? Due to COVID-19, this year's party was not as big, but it was also pretty magnificent. Let's take a look at different parts of Biden's inauguration.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute, preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr.
Thank you.
President.
I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Mr. President, Dr. Biden, Madam Vice President, Mr. Emhoff, Americans, and the world. When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must wade. We've braved the belly of the beast. We've learned that quiet isn't always peace. In the norms and notions of what just isn't always just is. Finished, we, the successors of a country and a time where a skinny black girl descended from slaves and raised by a single mother can dream of becoming president, only to find herself reciting for one. And yes, we are far from polished, far from pristine, but that doesn't mean we are striving to form a union that is perfect. We are striving to forge our union with purpose.
Nearly 40 years in the Senate, but now it is his office, his desks, rented for the next 4 years.
In today's Weird and Uncanny section, Australian Open players face COVID restrictions and quarantine. Some of them have no choice but practicing in the hotels.
Everything that I did in the off season, which I had 6 very good weeks of training, it's not completely ruined, but it's not the same now. Obviously, when I'm going to come out of the quarantine, we're all going to be a little bit rusty.
We hope the players can train and get ready for the Australian Open soon.
For this week in history, there will be some very important news. Auschwitz, the infamous Nazi concentration camp during World War II, was liberated. The concentration camp was used to murder millions of people, mostly Jews. This is a never forgettable part of the war.
Yes, those killed in the Holocaust were sufferers in the hands of Hitler. We will always remember them in our hearts.
The Soviets liberated this concentration camp on the 27th of January, and the world finally got a glimpse at the horrors of this camp. We will never forget it.
Hello, welcome to today's What Does That Mean segment. Today's word, or you can say phrase, is pay tribute to.
Huh? I don't think this phrase appeared in the news.
Yes, indeed, you have sharp listening, but the news show hasn't finished yet. The phrase will appear later on, so I don't want you to be confused later when you hear the word spoken.
Okay, then what's the meaning of this phrase?
Imagine there's someone that you think is great or you appreciate him a lot. Someone like your parents, your teacher, or maybe even a famous scientist. You honor the person a lot, you praise him a lot too.
Like, I sacrificed my life to someone?
Well, I think that's an exaggeration, but something like it. Pay tribute means to honor and praise someone, like how you pay tribute to the person that you think is great and you appreciate a lot.
Welcome to the sports segment once again, and let's get hopping. Guess what I'm gonna start with?
Football!
Yes, football or soccer in America. You're so smart. Lionel Messi, the best footballer in the world, receives his first red card at Barcelona as Barca loses to Athletic Club in the Supercopa final. This is really surprising, as Barcelona is one of the best clubs in La Liga.
Are you joking?
Nope. Messi missed a lot of chances too. The final score was 3-2, with Griezmann finding the back of the net twice, and Oscar de Marcos, Asier Villarreal, and Iñaki Williams' late goal was enough to seal the win for Bilbao.
Messi's bad tackle cost him a red card in what might be his last season playing for Barcelona.
Another 3-2 as Manchester United beat Liverpool 3-2 in the FA Cup 4th round.
This was a blockbuster match as Man U and Liverpool faced each other again as they did last week in the Premier League. Last week's match ended in a goalless draw. This time, Greenwood, Rashford and Fernandes each netted while Liverpool got a brace by Mo Salah. This brings Man United to the 5th round facing Premier League rivals West Ham United.
At least my predictions were correct last time, even though it was not exactly the same match.
Next, let's talk about Frank Lampard's sacking. Roman Abramovich, Chelsea's president, has just sacked Frank Lampard, who has been Chelsea's head coach for 18 months already. In a statement, Chelsea said,
"Results and performance have never met the club's expectations, leaving the club mid-table without any clear path to sustained improvement."
Thomas Tuchel, who left Paris Saint-Germain in December and previously managed Borussia Dortmund, will sign an 18-month contract to be Chelsea's next head coach, with an option to extend for a further 12 months. He will be the first ever German manager to manage Chelsea. He has also guided PSG to a lot of wins and a successful period in Borussia Dortmund.
He can reunite with Christian Pulisic and Thiago Silva, which he coached before in Borussia Dortmund and PSG correspondingly.
Hope he does well in Chelsea.
Finally, the Japanese government denies the fact that the 2021 Tokyo Olympics may be cancelled. IOC President Bach has said that there is no plan B. The games will go ahead. They have loads of COVID-19 precautionary measures, and they believe that there will be no postponement.
Discussed another postponement of the games. We have 100% of the concentration and focus on the delivery of the safe and secure games this summer.
Let's hope everything will be fine.
Yes. Before we end, let's pay tribute to late TV host Larry King, who passed away at the age of 87.
Here is the word tribute.
Yes, he is most famous for starring on The Larry King Show and CNN. He has interviewed many celebrities all across the world, and he once said that being host was the best thing in his life. He won a lot of awards, including 2 Peabodys, an Emmy, and 10 Cable ACE awards. We hope he rests in peace and that his family can continue his legacy.
Hi people or bye people. I hope you enjoyed today's news. Hit the notifications button, click the like button, leave a comment and smash the subscribe button. Please support us so we can continue making awesome videos.
Yes, all the best people, and stay tuned for our next video.